Hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to our channel Rajesh Biology, and I am Rajesh MSc Zoology. Today, our topic is cockroach morphology, in that thorax. We already completed the head of the cockroach and the mouth parts. We have completed that head and the mouth parts. Now, we are going to discuss about thorax. The cockroach body is divided into three tegmata. Or three tegma. In this, the first tegma is the head, and the second tegma is what? Thorax. The second tegmata of the cockroach is what? Thorax. And this thorax is made up of by the three segments. Thorax is prepared by how many segments? Three segments. So for example, if it is the cockroach head, which is made by the 6 embryonic segments. Cockroach head is made by 6 embryonic segments. We already completed, right? Next part, next tegma is the thorax. This is thorax. And the next tegma is abdomen. We will discuss about abdomen in the next class. This is abdomen. This is the abdomen. But now we are going to discuss about this thorax. Thorax is made by three segments. It is prepared by, that is formed by the three segments. And each segment is formed or covered by, each segment is covered by 4 sclerites. Each segment is covered by the 4 segments. 4 segments are there, 4 sclerites. Each thoracic segment is covered by 4 sclerites. 1 out of 4, it is look like a box. Out of 4, you just imagine one box. Okay, if for example this is the one box, if it is the box, okay, it is actually the box. The cavity which is present within this glucose meter, the cavity, the space, that is the thorax. The organs which present within this space, they are called thoracic organs. Which are present near to the thorax region. And this thoracic segment, the thorax is divided into 3 segments. Up to here one, up to here one, up to here one. It is divided into 3 segments. Okay, thorax, which is formed by the fusion of 3 segments. And each segment is covered by the 4 sclerites. What are that 4 sclerites? What you observe now in this side, this is called dorsal side, dorsal sclerite. And on back, ventral sclerite. Lateral, pleural sclerites. Okay, lateral sclerites, ventral sclerite, dorsal sclerite. So one box has these 4 faces. So each face is a sclerite. Each face is a sclerite. So like that, dorsal tergum, if we think as it is the dorsal side, because eyes are appear here, dorsal side. So this is the dorsal tergum. Dorsal tergum of first segment, dorsal tergum of second segment, and dorsal tergum of the third segment. So sclerites which are present on the dorsal side, the dorsal sclerites are called tergites. Tergum means what? Dorsal sclerite. Don't confuse. Tegma means segment. Tergum means purely dorsal sclerite. Okay, sclerite is a plate. We already discussed about sclerites in the head. Okay, so sclerite, dorsal sclerites, and ventral sclerites are called what? Ventral sclerites are called sternum, ventral sternum. We use that sternum for this, which is helpful for the rib cage. To attach the ribs, there is a sternum on our ventral side. This is called sternum. Here also it is called what? Ventral sternites or sternum, dorsal tergum, singular is tergum, plural is tergites. Okay. So dorsal tergum, ventral sternum, and lateral sides is called pleura. Lateral sclerites are called what? Pleura. So it is dorsal aspect. It is the dorsal view. So it is all these are the tergites. All these are tergites. It is called dorsal tergum. If I draw the ventral side, this ventral side is also appear like this. Sternite of the first thoracic segment, second thoracic segment, third thoracic segment. These are sternites, these are tergites. Okay, it is about the thorax, and not only this, all these segments are attached with one another by the arthrodile membrane. There is a specialized membrane called what? Arthrodile membrane, which is flexible. Tergites and sclerites or the sternites, these are not flexible. They can't move in a flexible manner. These are the plates, chitinous plates. They never show any flexible movements. But because of this arthrodile membrane, one sclerite, one tergum or one sternite, moves little bit from the next sclerite. So because of this arthrodile membrane, what it is called? Arthrodile membrane, which help in addition or attachment of the adjacent sclerites. So tergum, pleura, sternum, all are attached with one another with the help of arthrodile membrane. Again the same box. This tergum and these two pleura are attached with the arthrodile membranes. These edges are arthrodile membranes. As like that, this pleura and ventral sternum are attached with the arthrodile membrane. Not only this, if you think as it is the one segment, the next segment and the first segment sclerites are attached with the arthrodile membrane. So it can show a flexible movement. That arthrodile membrane, you can imagine the metro train, a Hyderabad metro train. If you observe, there is it look like a completely only one bogie. But if you observe, if you enter into that, or if you observe the train when it takes a turn, you can observe there is a rubber sheath. Inside there is a big rubber sheath is there that will be elongated like this. If it is straight, that will be constructed like this. So in that manner, arthrodile membrane is there. Why it is so flexible? Why arthrodile membrane is so flexible? You have to know the structure of body wall. If we take the one tergum or one sternum comes out, what it is made up of and what is the difference between this normal sclerite and the arthrodile membrane? The body wall is made up of by the 3 layers. The body wall is made up of by how many layers? 3 layers. One is the basement membrane. One is what? The basement membrane. This basement membrane means as like you already know in the epithelial tissues, all the epithelial tissues are lies on the basement membrane. So based on this basement membrane, upon this basement membrane, there is a columnar epithelial cells. Columnar epithelium. It is called epiderm or hypoderm. Epi or hypoderm, which is made up of by the single layer of columnar epithelial cells. Okay, it is epiderm because it is a epithelium which is present upon the basement membrane. Then why it is called hypoderm also? Epiderm is also called hypoderm here. Why? Because upon this epiderm there is a cuticle. Because there is a cuticle layer. It is called what? Cuticle. Cuticle. Why this cuticle is present upon the epidermis? Because cuticle is secreted by this columnar epithelial cells. These columnar epithelial cells are going to secrete the cuticle. These are the three structures common for the entire body wall. It is the structure of the body wall. Now, what is the major difference between this one tergite and the arthrodile membrane? The major difference is this cuticle is again divided into three parts. That is the outermost exocuticle. Okay, I'll draw the exocuticle with the green color, then you never confuse. Exocuticle. And the endocuticle. Exocuticle and the endocuticle. Endo and exo. Endocuticle and exocuticle. Okay, up to here these two are present, exocuticle, endocuticle, and outermost epicuticle. I'll give another color, orange color, for epicuticle. Epi, exo, endo together form one cuticle layer. Epicuticle is completely wax. It is the wax layer to protect the body, to prevent the water loss. This is a wax layer, epicuticle. Okay, come to the exocuticle. Exocuticle is thick. Epicuticle wax layer is thin, a thin waxy layer, but exocuticle is thick. Exocuticle is what? It is thick with the pigmented chitin. Pigmented chitin. Because of this layer only the cockroaches get that color, the brown color, the reddish, thick reddish to brown color. Because of this pigmented chitin which is present in the exocuticle. This exocuticle is absent in the arthrodile membrane. It don't have the exocuticle. So it don't has that coloration also, and it don't has that strongness, stiffness. That's why it is flexible. And come to this endocuticle. It is thin, it is some thick, and it is more thick, much thick. This is also made up of by the chitin. It is present in arthrodile membrane. Two layers of thickness of chitin is present in the entire body wall, but in the arthrodile membrane, exocuticle is absent. That's why it is flexible and it allows some amount, little movement between the adjacent segments. So this is about the arthrodile membrane which attaches the adjacent sclerites, like one tergum of the first thoracic segment and the second thoracic segment sclerites, and within the one segment only tergum, sternum, pleura all are attached with the arthrodile membranes. Is this clear now? Okay, then come back to these segments. Each segment, each sclerite on the dorsal side is called tergum, dorsal tergum, and this first segment is also called notum, tergum or notum, So the first thoracic segment is called pronotum, mesonotum. The first thoracic segments dorsal sclerite is called either tergum or the notum. So first dorsal sclerite is the pronotum, mesonotum, metanotum. Not the segment, the sclerite is called notum. Pronotum, mesonotum and metanotum. Out of these three, pronotum is very big. Pronotum is the biggest segment, biggest sclerite. It covers the little amount of head. It covers the entire neck and it occupies the first segment of the thorax. First segment of thorax, completely it covers the neck and some portion of the head is also covered by the first thoracic segment, which is the largest segment, largest sclerite, pronotum. Clear? Now, come to the specifications of this thoracic segment. If we take on the dorsal side, ventral side, they are called sternum. First segment, first sternum, second sternum, third sternum. From each sternum, there is a pair of legs. From each sternum, there is a pair of legs. So like this, there is a pair of legs are present from the each thoracic segment. So how many thoracic segments are there? 3 thoracic segments. 3 into 2, 6 legs. That's why the phylum, the class insects is also called hexapoda. Hexa means 6. Poda means legs. 6 legs are there. That's why it is called hexapoda. And the phylum name is Arthropoda. Poda means legs, arthro means joints. There is 6 jointed legs are present in the thoracic region on the ventral side. From each thoracic segment, a pair of legs are arise. That's why the first pair of legs is called prolegs. Second pair of legs is called mesolegs. Third pair of legs are called metalegs. However, each leg structure is similar. In the basic structure of the leg is similar. Okay, there is no difference between the proleg and mesoleg and metaleg. So all the legs are in the similar, have the same structure. That's why I'm going to take one leg from this cockroach first segment or any one segment. I'm going to explain that leg also in this class. So let me erase all these things from the board, then I'll explain the leg. Right. So now I'm going to take a structure of the leg. The first part of the leg. Each leg contains 5 parts. I'll write there. I'll write first, that is coxa. First part is the coxa. Trochanter and femur, tibia, tarsus. Coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, tarsus. If you observe, we already completed the human anatomy. In that the skeletal system we completed about the joint, about the legs and their joints also. So if you observe, in human leg also we use the term femur here. Okay, the thigh bone is called what? Femur. And the next that tibia and fibula is there. Here the fibula is not present. Femur, tibia. And the leg fingers are called tarsals. Actually there is a bones. Tarsals are there. Tarsals, metatarsals. Okay. So tarsals. So same names are present for this also. Extra 2 names are coxa, and trochanter. Okay, if you remember that all is comedy, Katravalli, Coxa, trochanter, Coxa and trochanter. It is just to remember the names in one order only. The first podomers, each part is called a podomer. Mer means what? Mer means unit. Metamer. Okay, so like that, mer means unit, and it is the part of the leg. So these are called podomers. 5 podomers are there. In that first one is the coxa. Coxa is like this. It helps to articulate with the sternum. It attaches with the sternum of the body wall. Sternum. This is called what? Coxa. And this coxa is directly articulates with the trochanter. Coxa, trochanter. Coxa is attached with the sternum and pleura, not to the tergum. Coxa is attached to the sternum and the pleura, and on the other side it is attached with the trochanter. Trochanter is freely attached with the coxa because here there is a joint. Okay, here there is a joint, not the extension, and freely attached with the coxa on one side. On other side it is attached to the femur. Femur is the strongest part of this leg. In our body also femur is the strongest bone. Okay, so like this it is the femur. And then next tibia. And then next what? Tibia. So I'll draw here in this manner. We can draw this same diagram in any position like this. It is the coxa and trochanter, femur, tibia, like this. In the most of the diagrams, if you observe in this manner, it is arranged. Okay, so I would like to show in a clear manner. That's why I take more space to show the structures. Okay, it is the coxa, trochanter, and femur, tibia, tarsus. So like this we can draw. I will show the tarsus here. These are called tarsomers. Tibia and the next tarsals. Tarsomers. Coxa and trochanter, femur, tibia, tarsus. Okay, first coxa, it is attached with the sternum and pleura. Trochanter, that is freely attached with this coxa and this femur. Now, if you observe this femur has bristles. Very important. Bristles are present on the femur and the tibia. Tibia and femur has the bristles, not the trochanter, not the coxa. Okay. Now come to here. The tarsus is made up of by the fusion of 5 tarsomers. Again here you observe mer. Mer means unit. 5 units of tarsus is called what? Tarsomers. Between the tarsomers there is a spongy pads. Between the tarsomers there is a spongy pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tarsomers are there. In these 5 tarsomers, the 5th tarsomer is end with a pair of claws. It ends within a pair of claws. So if it is the fifth tarsomer, it has this type of structure. Okay, so here another tarsomers. Between the tarsomer there is a spongy pad. This spongy pad between the tarsomers, the spongy pad is called plantulae. Between the tarsomers, the spongy pad is called what? Plantulae. Plantulae is a soft pad which help in walking or in running on the smooth surfaces. On the smooth surfaces, it is very helpful for the attachment, and it will very easily it can move on the flat and smooth surfaces because of the plantulae. That is the main function of this plantulae, and these are called what? Tarsomers. How many are there? 5. Out of 5 parts, in some books they mentioned that only the first 4 tarsomers are called tarsomers. Only first 4 are called tarsomers. The 5th one is called pretarsus. It is very special. The 5th one is called what? Pretarsus. If we take the pretarsus structure, two claws, there is 2 claws are there, a pair of claws are present. Between these claws there is a spongy pad. Between these claws there is a spongy pad. This spongy pad is called aroleum or pulvillus. Aroleum or the pulvillus, which help in walking on the rough surfaces. The claws and the aroleum, these together help the cockroach to walk on the rough surfaces. That's why if you observe the cockroaches, they can speedily run on the rough grounds, rough surfaces, and they can speedily run on the smooth surfaces also. They are cursorial animals. They can run very quickly, very fastly. They can run by forming the tripads. I'll explain about the locomotion also in the next class if possible. Okay, so this is the structure of the leg. The leg has the 5 parts: coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia and tarsus. Okay, in this, coxa is attached with the sternum and flora, and the remaining all parts are attached with one another with the help of the joints. That's why it is called arthropoda. And there is the 6 legs. That's why it is under hexapoda. And the tarsus, first 4 are called tarsomers. The last one is called pretarsus, which has a pair of claws. In between then there is a soft pad called pulvillus. The remaining tarsomers have the plantulae. Okay, then next we will discuss about the wings of the thorax. Okay, I'll erase this, then I'll explain the wings also. Why I explain about the legs and wings immediately one by one before taking the another one class? Because wings and legs are the parts of the thorax. Okay, so we already completed the ventral side part. Ventral side only there is a legs. If I am the cockroach, this my thorax is the cockroach thorax. If I walk in this manner, the legs are present here on the ventral side. Now I am going to explain about the wings, which are present on my dorsal side. Wings are always present on the dorsal side, right? So many members are very interested to take tattoos also, the wing structured tattoos. Okay. So if it is the cockroach thorax segments, it is the prothorax, pronotum, dorsal tergum pronotum it is, which is big, and the mesonotum and the metanotum. Pronotum, mesonotum, metanotum. Pronotum, even though it is very big segment, it don't has any wings. Pronotum, the very important bit, previous question, pronotum has, it do not contains any appendage like structures on the dorsal side. There is no wings. The first pair of wings are arise from the mesonotum. The first pair of wings are arise from the mesonotum. These wings are called tegmen. First pair of wings is called what? Tegmen. So just revise the names which are very similar, which the letters, which the words, the students are confused for so many times. That is the tegmata and tergum, tegmen. Actually it is a tegmina. Tegmina. Dorsal first pair of wings is called what? Tegmina. Tegma or tegmata means segment. Tergum means sclerite, that too dorsal sclerite. Tegmina means first pair of wings. It is also called mesothoracic wings. Mesothoracic wings or forewings are the first pair of wings. The first pair of wings which are present, which are arise from the mesothorax, they are called tegmina. They are also called forewings. And the features of these mesothoracic wings is they are opaque, thick, leathery. They are leathery, thick, opaque, and the function is protective function. It protects the hind wings, protective in function, and it never help in the flight. It never help in the flight. Okay, that is the first pair of wings, thoracic wings. First pair of thoracic wings, which are arise from the mesothorax. Okay, if I remove this, there is a hind wings. There is a hind wings. The hind wings I will draw on this side. Okay, I will draw another structure here. So it is the prothorax, sixth segment, pronotum, mesonotum, metanotum. If I lift this first pair of wings, that first pair of wings are lift completely right angles to the body. This is the first pair of wings. Okay, and the hind wings are arise from the metathorax, metathoracic wings. It is not right angle to the body, and it is transparent, six segments, and it has so many veins in this manner. Veins are there. Okay, it is called this hind wings. These are called what? Hind wings. They are arise from the metathorax. So metathoracic wings. Metathoracic wings. Very important wings these are. They ask in the which wings are help in the flight, like that they will ask. Or the hind wings are arise from the which of the following segments, like that they will ask. and which segment wings help in the flight, like that. Metathoracic wings are also called hind wings or second pair of wings. Okay, these are the names for this. Now come to the characters of these wings. Just like forewings are opaque, thick, leathery, protective function, it not help in the flight. Like that, what are the characteristic features and the functions of the hind wings? Hind wings actually help in the flight. Hind wings helps in the flight, and they also help in the flight. They only help in the flight. And come to the characters, they are transparent. They are thin, delicate, transparent, and that's why they are easily help in the flight. Now, how the cockroaches are fly? Cockroaches are actually the cursorial animals. Cursorial means running. Cursorial means what? Running. They run on the grounds. But sometimes they can fly up to short distances. Short distances means from here to this much. Like this, from short distances, it can fly. In that also, only the hind wings are helpful. If it is the cockroach, I'll show if it is the cockroach. Thorax and abdomen. Thorax and abdomen, it is the head antenna, like this. Okay. The wings are moved in this direction, in a longitudinal axis. Okay, if my body is the cockroach body, if I am the cockroach, it is my thorax. The wings are not moved in this manner, just like the birds. The wings are not moved in this manner. The wings are moved in this manner. Okay, up and down. Okay, up and down equal, parallel to the body axis. How the body is there in the same manner. So these are fly in this manner, not in this manner. Okay, so if it is the cockroach, the body wings, the the hind wings are fly in this manner. Okay, at that time the forewings are moved aside. The forewings are like this, which are not help in the flight. The forewings are like this, which help in the flight. The hind wings are in this manner. Okay, so like that, the cockroaches are fly. We will discuss about the locomotion also in a clear manner in the next videos. Okay, so this is about the thorax and the body wall. Okay, thank you. In next video we will discuss the abdomen.